we're gifted in just one way, but we're gifted in multiple ways. Understand that if you're a good example and you hold yourself accountable and you do the things that are necessary to manifest, you will manifest your goals, dreams, and ambitions. So when we don't have action, stagnation, limitation, then we can't have those things. We can't realize that within ourselves. And also being pulled back into timelines instead of quantum leaping into timelines, instead of quantum jumping. So you have to wholeheartedly come into an understanding that no body, no thing is going to take you there. You have to do it all on your own. You have to make decisions for yourselves and choices for yourselves in order to manifest. And it does not mean that you're going to manifest everything that you want. It just means that you're going to manifest the things that you need to do. And sometimes within the maturation, we have to observe those reflections, and we have to really understand that it's not based in just our spirituality, because our spirituality doesn't always translate into our normal everyday life. So in this moment, allow yourself to do the things that are necessary, and don't procrastinate anymore, and be playful with your creation, and never feel like you can't live on this earth. It just means that you're living an existence that's different than all the other existences that you've ever lived on this earth. So understand that when you become more empty, become more pure, then you become a better example. And sometimes you're not always the best example for everyone. You're not always going to be that person that shows up to their life as if they're meant to be there. You're not always going to be sound. You're not always going to be consistent, but it's just better than the life that you were given. Just know that that comes with purification, and you have to do it in a way that is applying yourself, learning about yourself, understanding yourself, loving yourself, and understanding that you're worthy of these things. It's just you have to put the work in. Not everybody is gifted in the same way. Not everybody manifests the same way. Not everybody is psychic in the same exact way. So you have to follow through on your gifting and how you're gifted. And it doesn't mean that you're gifted in social situations. It doesn't mean that you're gifted in attracting, money. It doesn't mean that you're gifted in attracting relationships, but it just means that you're gifted in the way that you are gifted, in the way that you're authentic, in the way that you create. So create in that way, and don't try to create how everybody else does, because everybody else creates unconsciously and projects their lack beliefs and projects their hatred onto the world, and that's why we're all manifesting things that we don't desire. And everything that you did previously before you awakened was pretty much everything that you attracted to yourself. So you get a clean slate when you awaken. And sometimes we have to understand that there's a psychological side, a physical side to spirituality that nobody really talks about. And we see that we don't place a location on it, a definition on it, or a word that's attached to it. But there has to be some form of normalcy with your spirituality and conventional reality. And if you don't have that, then you'll never really feel like you belong here. You'll never really feel like you belong on earth. Even though all of you will feel different, and you'll feel different from everybody else, but you have to balance out the human side, the psychological side, and the non-physical side with conventional reality. At the end of the day, don't take my word for it. The greatest teacher is the mentor, the student, and the hypocrite. Understand that is going to be the crucible that you go through. And sometimes things don't happen in the way that you picture them, and that's okay. So today is a new day, and you'll have to just figure something else out to do that is more different than what you've been doing within your patterns.